Peace and blessings for your family. God told me to wake up and let's walk in Revelations 22. So we're going to start at chapter 1 and see what God has to say. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. So family, we're going to stop right there because God said we need to do a little deep dive into a pure river of water of life. So let's see what this pure water of life is, family. So he's telling me, he said, Queen, I need you to run on over there to Ezekiel. So we got to go on over here to Ezekiel, family. And he said, I need you to skip over here to Ezekiel 4:1. So family, we walking over here to Ezekiel 47:1. I said 4:1, but I meant 47:1. And he says, afterwards he brought me again unto a door of the house, and beheld waters issue out under the threshold of the house eastward. For the forefront of the house stood towards the east, and the waters came down under from right side of the house at the south side of the altar. Then brought he me out of the way of the gate northward, and led me about the way without unto the outer gate by the way that looketh eastward, and beheld, there ran out waters on the right side. And when the man that had the line in his hand went forth eastward, he measured 1,000 cubits and brought me through the waters. The waters were to the ankles. And again he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters. The waters were to the knees. Again he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters where to the loins. So right here, God is letting us know that the living waters is in a city somewhere. So it's in his city where his temple is. So let's go back, family, because we got to continue on to see what else God is trying to tell us. So we know that the temple is where the river of the living water is going to come from. So he said, go down here to 2. In the midst of the streets of it, and on either side of the river, was there a tree of life which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yield her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. So family, we're going to stop right there, and we're going to break number 2 down. Number 2, he said, Queen, in the midst of the streets of it, and on either side of the river, there was a tree of life. So we need to figure out what this tree of life is. So he said, Queen, I need you to go back and read Ezekiel 12. So family, hold on. We're going to go back and see what God has to say. So family, we back over here in Ezekiel. And he said we need to be up in Ezekiel 47:12 so that we can find out what this tree of life is. So let's go to 47 verse 12 in Ezekiel, and it reads, and by the river upon the bank thereof, on the side of, on this side and on that side shall grow a tree of meat, whose leaves shall not fade, neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed. Come on, somebody. And it shall bring forth new fruit according to his months, because their waters they issue out of the sanctuary, and the fruit thereof shall be for meat, and the leaves thereof for medicine. So God let us know that there's a tree of life, and the water is going to be flowing from his temple. And of this tree, it's going to bring forth new fruit according to the month that it is in. And God said that the fruit of the tree shall be your meat, and the leaves shall be your medicine. So, family, God has different fruit trees out here that we're able to eat from. And then we make teas out of the leaves to give us herbal medicine to heal our body. So, family, we're going to go back over here to Revelation, because we ain't finished with what God is trying to tell us about this river, this pure river of living water, and this tree of life, and how we can have access to it. So we're going to get right here, and we're going to figure out what he's trying to tell us about the healing of the nations. So he said, Queen, I need you to walk with me over here. Let's skip on over to Zechariah so we can find out why he needs to heal this nation. So, family, we over here at Zechariah, and we're in chapter 14. And he said, Queen, I need you to start at verse 8 so we can learn a little bit more about this living water. And Zechariah 14, verse 8 reads, And it shall come, and it shall be in that day that living water shall go out of Jerusalem, half of them towards the former sea, and half of them towards the hinder sea. In summer and in winter it shall be. So basically, God is letting us know that this living water is going to be coming in to heal the nations. So, family, God is sending us a message here in Revelations 22. And I'll be back at 3 so that we can continue to break down what God is trying to show us outside.